wasn't yours. I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back to who I was before. I like me better, I like me better.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Remember when I used to do those videos of how the internet's getting on my nerves again? I probably need to bring those back because the internet is getting on my nerves. Again, if you want to know what they're getting on my nerves about today, let's go. Okay, so you see the title, and I'm pretty sure at this point, like, we all know what black rage is on the internet, right? Y'all pointed out a lot. How y'all respond to it be confusing me a little bit, but even in the video that I uploaded talking about black content creators on the internet and Gloria and the blush situation, y'all pointed out how it seemed as if it was black rage, where the brands are purposely putting out the shades that they're putting out just so people can talk about it, people can be upset, all that stuff, right? And my thing is, if we are at the point where we can spot and we know that it's a thing to purposely market, advertise, seek attention, all that stuff off of black rage, off of making the black community upset, and knowing that they are not going to let it go. They're not just going to sit there. They are going to address it. They are going to give you the views, the followers, the likes, the comments, the stitches, the videos. How have we not? I want you to really think about it in your head. If people have realized, hey, I can get online and I can say all types of negative things about black people, I can throw out all these stereotypes, and I know that they're going to give me everything that I just mentioned. Why are we not getting that people have also realized at this point that they can get on the internet and do the exact opposite? They can get online, they can say all these nice things about black people, they can indulge in black culture, they can praise one specific gender, they can do all this, and they're going to get the same exact thing. And they're probably going to get even more because positivity is more marketable for brands, right? So then comes the sponsorships, the speaking engagements, all of this. Now, where is this coming from, you ask? I'm scrolling, I see this video on TikTok, and it's got the little title, Dear Black Women. When I tell you, I almost broke my finger with how quick I swiped away from that video, because don't address me. If I see a video like that, that is calling out, that is addressing a black woman, and it's posted by someone that's not a black woman, swipe. Because y'all only address black women, y'all only make content specifically for black women, especially when, like I said, it's not a black woman posting it, when you need something, when you need help, when you need black women to speak for something, or when you need that engagement. Like, pandering is still needing help because you're needing that help in getting the views, getting the followers, getting the comments, all that stuff, right? So I just immediately swipe when I see that. I think a day or two later, I see a Dear Black Women part 2. I'm telling you, but finger tired, swipe, next. And one thing about it, your intuition definitely gets better as you get older. And also, like, God is going to make sure that I know my intuition was correct, right? Y'all know I don't hesitate on muting, blocking, anything like that. If you irritate me, you only get one chance. You only get one chance on the internet, because this is my phone. Ain't nobody gonna stress me out on my phone by me having to see content that I don't want to see, right? So swipe if I'm not interested, swipe, block, mute. But God is going to make sure that it comes back around somehow, that I know I was correct when I said, not feeling it, not impressed, swipe, right? So after I swipe past his videos, I start seeing people like stitching his videos, and they're either calling him out or they're making fun of him. So those I paid attention to, right? And so basically I'm getting the gist of the video that he posted, and then I go actually watch the video that he posted just to put that final nail in the coffin that I was correct when I said not interested, not impressed. So he basically uploaded a video talking about how black women deserve their flowers. They deserve much more than society gives them. They are some of the kindest, most nice people you'll ever meet, all this type of stuff, right? And you would hear that and you would think, okay, well, what's wrong with him saying it? It's the way he presents why black women should be given that, right? And you heard what I said a few minutes ago, that y'all only address black women, y'all only want to give them their flowers, stuff like that, when you need help. In this video, like the very beginning of the video, he says something to the effect of, when he was a child, his mother, and this man is, he is non-black. He's also not white. So putting that out there. He says, as a child, his mother told him, if you are out there in the world, wherever you are, if you ever need any help, find a black woman. If you are in distress, if you're hungry, if you're this, if you're that, the third, find a black woman, because she is going to help you. Have y'all ever seen like birthday posts or, you know, anniversary posts between couples, stuff like that. And you're reading it and you're reading why they're giving them their flowers, why they're saying, I love you so much. And it's nothing about like the person's personality. It's nothing about them being, you know, so smart, so funny. You know, there's such a good time to be around, all that stuff. And it's the, I love you so much because you cook, you clean, you take care of the kids, or, you know, you've always given me a ride to work when I needed it. You always let me copy off your, everything that they're saying is why they love them so much for what they do for them. Okay. And yeah, that was basically like the basis of his video, that they deserve their flowers because they're such helpful people. They're always willing to help. I guess he was homeless at some point and he stayed with a Jamaican family and they made sure he ate. They, you know, made sure he had this, that, and the third, all that stuff. And you click on the comments, and since I'm seeing stitches of people, you know, saying what it is, of course there are some comments like that, but like a majority of the comments are like, oh my God, it's so nice to be seen. It's so nice to be given the flowers. It's so easy. It's so easy. Like, don't piss me off. It is so easy to pander to Black women in that instance. Babe, Malcolm X said it best, okay? Most hated people on the planet. So it makes sense, and you can understand where it's coming from, that when they finally do come across someone who is saying positive things, who is giving them their flowers, that they would be like, oh my God, thank you. Yet also, he says in the video that Black women gave him the platform that he has on TikTok, right? The followers, it'd be right in your face. But again, because you feel as if you're not getting it elsewhere, when you do finally see someone who is giving it to you, it is so easy to just be like, yes, here is my support, here's my follow, here's my engagement, here's all of this. And I just be wanting to say, like, I want you to look deeper into what is being said to you. I want you to really listen to what is being said. What did I say a few seconds ago? Y'all are not addressing Black women until it is time for help, until it, like I said in the Black content creator video, until it's time to protest, until it's time to riot, until it's time to organize something, until it's time to take care of a significant other, a child, the community, this, that, and the third. That is when you need their help. And any other time that they want to talk about things that actually affect them, things that could harm them, bring them joy, things that they actually care about, now you're doing too much. Now you need to shut up. Now you're bitter. Now you're aggressive. Now you're angry. And mind you, I talked about this on my Instagram story, and some of the responses that I got to my story quite literally proved my point. So I'm talking about on my stories, and I'm like, baby, if you and your mama love them so much, why your mama ain't tell you to marry a Black woman? How about that? Why mama ain't tell you, marry a Black woman, treat her how your dad treats me? Be kind to her, be nice to her. Why doesn't she tell you to befriend? Make sure if you are going to be friends with anyone out there, why not a Black woman? Since they're so nurturing, since they're so helpful. And remember, I said he is not Black or white, because that's usually the first thing that people think of in these situations. But he is non-Black, right? And we know, baby, every other non-Black community also has a lot of anti-Blackness within them, right? So if you've seen the video, you already know what culture he is a part of. But you know, baby, like, no, you're not bringing home Black women. But I'm talking about that in the video. I'm talking about how I need you to process, like him specifically, I need you to process exactly why your mother said that to you. There plenty of women in the world. There is a reason she specifically said to you to point out a Black woman. And it is not just because Black women wake up every day and decide that they want to be the kindest people on earth. Yes, Black community in general will actually be very helpful. Right now, you can say a lot about the community, but please, yes, Black women, Black families are known to be very helpful for a lot of reasons. But you know, I feel like the elephant that we don't address in this conversation of why they are so helpful, slavery. Because at some point, they didn't have a choice but to be helpful. It was their job, and I don't mean paying job, to raise your kids, to do this, to do that, to do that. So that carries down, right? And at some point, even though it changed from that's what you have to do, when it is ingrained in you that that's what you have to do or, you know, die. as you get older, as you create your own families, and even though you don't have to do it anymore, you teach that that's what you're supposed to do. So that is also part of the reason why Black women are as helpful as they are, right? All of that to address in the mind. So I'm talking about this on Instagram story. I'm starting to get comments like, oh, there are just some Black women you could never make happy. Y'all always have to find a problem with something. I don't see how what he said can be interpreted any way other than positive. It's more than what Black men are doing for the community, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 right? So the whole, oh, you can never make Black women happy. And one person I replied to, I was like, well, I made it very clear where this perspective is coming from, you know, when they say like, I don't see how you can see it any way other than positive. And I'm talking in the same tone, the way that I'm talking to y'all, blah, 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 right? And I guess because my replies didn't just automatically say, oh, you know what, you're right. Yeah, he was positive. Right? They started talking about oh, I see I've gotten under your skin. I see that you're having a bad day. I see that I've pissed you off. And I'm like, pissed me off? Baby, I'm chilling. I'm a New Yorker, so y'all know I talk aggressively, but I am. So the irony in now trying to paint me as the angry Black woman because I don't agree with what some non-Black man said, when I said that y'all only want to hear what Black women have to say, y'all only want to give Black women their flowers when they are either agreeing with you or helping you. But as soon as they have a different thought process, as soon as they are not going to help you, it's, oh, you can never make your kind happy. It's, you're angry, you're this, that, and the third. And I told you one thing about it, God gonna make sure, I already knew I was right? But God gonna make sure to put that exclamation point that it comes back around to me and that I know that I was correct. Because while I'm fighting for my life in my DMs, damn near being called a jigaboo, because I'm not impressed. Mind you, talking about it's more than what Black men are doing. And I was like, baby, I wouldn't be impressed if it was a Black man saying it either. If it's the same message that's being presented, I don't care who the messenger is. It's the message that is a problem for me. And I could see Black men who were saying the same, giving their flowers on TikTok as well. I'm not impressed by that. I'm not impressed by just words. And that's what I'm saying. Discernment. I need y'all to find it, okay? Because while all of that is going on, because this has gone viral, now it's made its way to Twitter, and y'all already know how Twitter is, right? And that's what I'm saying, when it's going to come back around to me, because y'all know I don't even have it anymore. But I get, because I was talking about it on Instagram stories, people are sending me screenshots of tweets that people are making. And now Black women who have encountered him before are coming out saying, well, that's funny. That's funny that he wants to give Black women their flowers because I met him on such and such dating site. And when we started talking, he immediately made the conversation sexual. I think, hold on, let's see this tweet. We can just read it directly, okay? This is so funny coming from him because the guy in this video matched with my friend, a Black woman, on a dating app and immediately tried to have phone sex. And when my friend said she was uncomfortable, he blocked her and ended up marrying a white woman a year later. Someone else, I'm part of the list of victims. He got you too? Yes, we were TikTok mutuals. This is so crazy because my friend is also dark skinned and plus size. He has an MO. I'm not dark skinned, but I am plus size. He definitely was messaging me and originally was trying to set me up with his Jamaican friend. So it just keeps going on, right? So like women are recognizing this and I'm like, oh, okay, good enough, respectable enough to get online and make videos addressing them and giving them their flowers, but not to respect them in real life, because it's not like we haven't had conversations about sexualizing Black women. And then I didn't like fully read the second one where I realized that it was dark skin and or plus size Black women, but again, like you see how I am not surprised by that whatsoever, how I peeped what it is from the beginning. That is what I want us to start doing. Like I said, I get it. I get why the need of that validation is there because, baby, you wake up every day, you're a hair hat, you're bald headed, you're burnt, you're this, that, and the third. Add in plus size, it makes it even worse. I get it, right? But that validation has to come from within and off the internet, okay? In real life, that validation that you're a Black woman and that's enough needs to start there, right? And then that validation needs to come from the other people that you know in real life, family, friends. Now, of course, because life is life, and life be lifing, you don't always have that family. You don't always have those friends that are going to give you that validation that you are enough because you are a Black woman in real life, right? But if you have it, let's start there. In real life, we need to put the phones down and touch grass. Then when we pick the phones up and we get online, that validation, I'm telling you, it's there. It's there from other Black women. There are other Black women on the internet who are telling you that you're enough, who are telling you that you are pretty, who will follow you, this, that, and the third. Now, the need for male validation is another conversation that we could have at another time, but you really need to have it for yourself, because that need for validation from others, from men, from non-Black people, that is how we keep ending up in situations where you are ultimately being used. Because that's not a one-off. Like, that's not a one-off type situation, especially when it is a non-Black man. The amount of white boy of the month, do you like Black women? Like, when I tell you, nothing pisses me off more when there is some new white boy of the month and you click on his comment section and it's, do you date Black women? And it's that little big-eyed emoji. Stand up. Don't piss me off. Because baby, no matter how much Dougieing they do, how much slang they use, how much queens, where are my Black queens, where am I? Check that following list. Whose posts does he like online? Who is he dating in real life? Jack Harlow? It was Jack Harlow, my wife. Ask me in an interview, name your celebrity crushes. Not one named was, oh, okay. Travis Kelce, which there are so many, we could have a different conversation within this one conversation in this video, but it was, that's a good man, Savannah, that's this, that, which mind you, even while he was with his Black girlfriend, there were rumors of cheating, there was rumors of him being cheap and making her pay for bills, even though he is a millionaire, the other stuff, but y'all's breaking point, y'all's cutoff was him going back to dating a white woman. And while we're standing up and realizing when people are building their followers off of us, using that praise tactic, there's something else I need us to stand up on, right? But it's the opposite, the Black rage. And we could have a different conversation on how I feel like a lot of the dating advice, dating coaches, all of that type of content is preying on a lot of women because they know a lot of women are lonely and desperate. I mean, they're doing it to men too, but one type specifically that really irritates me is the non-Black content creator who is posting that type of like dating, relationship, I don't even know, call out, whatever you want to call it, type content. But they're only talking about one specific gender of Black people, right? So example is they are trying to attract Black women, so they are posting content that is talking negatively about Black men, or they are trying to attract Black men, so they are posting content that is speaking negatively on Black women. Now here's my thing, if you think for a second I am going to see someone non-Black who is posting content being anti-Black, being borderline racist, throwing out all types of Black stereotypes confidently, boldly, about one specific gender of Black people, and I think that person wouldn't do the same exact thing to the other gender of Black people as soon as they make them mad, I have a bridge to sell you, right? And of course I always have examples, and of course God always proves I was right. So this woman comes up on my For You page and she posts a video talking about why she's no longer dating, either it was Black men or Black American men, something like that, right? And like I said, she's throwing out all the stereotypes, all the anti-Blackness, everything that you would imagine you would hear, right? And of course, the comments are like, yes, we try to tell y'all, yes, yeah, followers going up, right? And when I saw it, I said, blocked, immediate, blocked, because girl, get out my face. She ain't said nothing that a Black woman hasn't already said on the internet, right? But I needed her to say it for me. Again, that goes back to that non-Black validation that I mentioned earlier. But like I said, God is always going to come through and make sure I know I was correct in blocking people, right? So I want to say maybe like a month or something later, I start seeing people stitch her videos, right? Now, why was that? She posted a video where she basically says something like she hates when attractive men date women that are not on their level, attractiveness wise, right? She's talking about a specific couple. She doesn't name the couple, but she's talking about a couple that she saw, and she was like, the man was so fine, he was so this, that, and the third. And then she sees his girlfriend, and she looks like a man with a wig on. Buzzwords. Now, when have you heard man with a wig on used in it? And you know, there's always a bootlicker. So to get ahead of the, well, black women aren't the only ones who wear wigs, how do you know she was talking about black women? She goes on to say in the same video that it is usually light-skinned men who are dating the opposite of them. So light-skinned men who date the opposite of them are the ones that end up in the situation where they're an attractive man who is dating an unattractive woman. What is the opposite of a light-skinned black man? A dark-skinned black woman? And who is that insult of man with a wig on usually reserved for? Dark-skinned black women? Okay, so it's giving not only anti-black, but also colorist as well. And I'm looking at the comments talking about some, oh, why would she say that? This, that, and the third. And I'm looking at them like, you thought you was safe? You saw that original video that made her go viral, and you thought she was Kobe. Okay. And again, because God be driving it home just to let me know that I was right when I hit that block button. A week or something, like shortly after that, right? I see her getting stitched again because she has uploaded a different video where she is talking about successful women who dated down and either, you know, that ruined their career, they embarrassed themselves by dating down. And of course, everyone on the list that she mentions is black, right? It's like, baby, you don't want to talk about what's going on in your own community? I looked at her page. Literally all of her videos are just about black people, black celebrities, black content creators, black influencers. You don't want to talk about J-Lo getting divorced again? You don't want to, no? Okay. So she posted a video and she is naming like Haley Bailey. I think Rihanna was on that list. I didn't fully watch it, right? But I'm reading the comments. This is why I'm talking about this one. I'm reading the comments. She names Keke Palmer. And in the comments, someone said something to the effect of, if Keke Palmer wasn't rich and famous, she wouldn't be a lot of men's preferences. That's what someone commented. And the girl, the content creator, replies to her and says, yes, I have the same exact thoughts, or I had the same exact feelings. What do you mean by that? Why wouldn't Keke Palmer be a lot of men's preferences? She's not ugly at all. She's a very beautiful woman and literally prettier than the two gargoyles that are talking about her in the comments. So why wouldn't she be a lot of men's preferences? There are attractive, regular, everyday women out there in the world who are a lot of men's preferences. And she's a pretty woman. So if we take away the fact that she's Keke Palmer and she's just a regular, pretty black woman, why wouldn't she be a lot of men's preferences? Now, she posting content like that about black women, and I was supposed to be impressed because I saw her dragging black men. Turn it on. So same way I said on the opposite side, they see the hate, they understand that need for the love, the respect, the flowers is there. Set up that microphone. Thank you for your help. Thank you for your services. Thank you for being a nanny. Thank you for being a maid. Love that for you. Love black women for the help that they give me. Who's helping black women? How about that? Why don't you address that since you're making videos? But anyway, same way they can see that there are problems within the black community. They can see the back and forth within the community every day on the outside. Set up that camera. Yeah, you're right. You is right, sister. Yes, they are deadbeats. And they are preying on that because it be right there in y'all's faces and y'all still be going for it. We gotta stop falling for the nice words. Gotta stop falling for the mean words. Gotta stop falling for people who are simply saying what you want to hear. And just that. They're just saying it. Okay, gotta stop putting your feelings and energy and support into thinking that you have an ally just because someone said what you wanted to hear and you agreed with whatever it is that they said. What do they do outside of that? What energy do they put in outside of that? How do they act outside of that? Again, discernment. Okay, because then you're gonna turn around and talk about something. I'm disappointed. You disappoint Travis Kelce. You betrayed who was it? Brooke Schofield, or whatever that woman's name was. I cannot believe that this. Also, all of this just going off of words that you've already heard from a black woman. I mean, I know y'all not, but like I figured I would at least say it. This is gonna keep happening over and over and over again for all of the reasons all the validations that I listed before but I just had to get that off my chest. So y'all, that is it for this video. Make sure to thumbs up, comment, subscribe, turn notification bells down below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.